Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
First carry for David Montgomery. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Jones on the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to him. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. Jones to the air again. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. Sanchez now to punt this one away.
Jalen Noel on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder to their position.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal.
A 33-yard attempt.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Oh! And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down for Houston.
1st down, Houston.
They'll run with Marks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Out to his right. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Marks. Touchdown, Houston.
Woody Marks, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Houston.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Colts 6. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Jones. That one complete to Pierce. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Pickup brings up second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 3. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards to
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Again, it's Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be fourth down. The punt team out there for the second time, and that kicks away. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. This one out quickly to Noel. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And he's not going to be to escape the rush here. He goes down. Big Grover Stewart. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. On to punt is Kruger, and the kick's away. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
27-yard line.
Jones operating out of the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Down and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll take a deep shot for downs. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's a 2-point try. Jones bringing the offense to the line.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll go with Taylor on the ground. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The 20-yard line.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of 14
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Play action now. It's Jones. He runs with it. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones puts up 6.
Well, we saw Daniel Jones do this early in his career with the New York Giants, and then he kind of became a little bit more of a pocket passer over time, but this is a big, fast, strong athlete playing the quarterback position, and tell you what, in this system, they're bringing out the best in Daniel Jones.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's Kai Kroger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Gould. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones. The throw on the run is complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
19 yards. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Throw out wide. They set up the screen for Collins. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Stroud to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time Higgins is involved, and he gets a first down. Back to throw. Stroud. That one's caught by Tank Dell.
Complete to Tank Dell.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
He'll take a deep shot for Downs. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he'll be taken down. And As time runs out, we've come to the end of the first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 14 to begin this second half.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Brings up second and 1 at the Colts 43-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's tackled at the
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
And the Texans first down.
On the give, it's Marks. He'll get about 2. DeForest Buckner brings him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8. On play action. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Now, Stroud. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark now.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Klein. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. To throw is Stroud. He'll get this out wide. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count.
Oh, that one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down.
You know, we say this so often in this league, Mike, the greatest strength of some of these guys can also be a little bit of their weakness. And in this case, he's trying to buy more time with his feet. We've seen him do this successfully time and time again. This time it catches up to him, and he takes the sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Kindly Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Texans are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Gould on the return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Oh, a loose football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past.
The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 10 yards.
The Colts about to kick this one away. As he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. Here's Noel. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Well, look up, see defender all over it. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This one out quickly to Noel. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud moving outside the pocket. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. The Texans getting all set to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
first down, they'll start with Taylor. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Now a play fake. Jones. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here we go. A run with Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That is taken at the 10. And it's a decent return. Get some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Here's Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this will remain a 2-possession game.
The hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Indianapolis.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor. Fighting off defenders here. He'll turn forward and pick up 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. On the ground, it's Giddens.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
The Colts about set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's trying to get upfield, but did not do it. Now backwards to the 2.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 25. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Texans first down. Stroud going to set up to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Here's second down. Now Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
To Woody Marks. 14-yard pickup. But it's 3rd down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give up the middle to Taylor. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of